hopefully. Okay, we got people on. Okay, awesome. Okay. I can't focus with that on and me on over here. Okay. We got more. Can I see that? Okay, got it. Oh, I should have turned it sideways. Can I turn it sideways now? Huh? There's a button here for turning it. Oh no, that's for turning it to the other side. Okay. Okay, I can do that, Joey. We've reached 1,000 subscribers, guys. That's awesome. I'm not gonna eat while we're doing this. No, I'm not. No microphone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can try to use the microphone. I can try and use this. Can you guys hear me? Does that even work? Is that better? I just plugged in the GoPro mic. I don't know if that's going to make any clearer. Okay, it's unplugged. Sorry about that. Just trying to get everything working here. It's a pain. Okay, it's too low. Sorry about that, dude. Sorry. What are you up to, Justin? What are you guys up to? We reached 1,000 subscribers, guys. I just got this new setup for the GoPro. I explained it in one of my videos why I lost the audio. If you press the top button on the GoPro, it does a quick capture, right? So you can automatically start filming. But supposedly there's some sort of glitch in the software, and it doesn't record any audio, which sucks. I got some good videos coming out, guys, of the exhaust. You're gonna have to wait for that one to come out. I got another good video. We may have put some stickers or decals on the dump truck. I cannot confirm nor deny that yet. What else? I got some really good videos coming up. And if you want to check those out, if you want to be the first to see those, you got to check it out on the Patreon page. That's where all the stuff comes out first. Okay. to set this down somewhere. Let me figure out somewhere to set this thing down. Let me shut my computer down and then I'll just set it on that. That way you're not hearing the hum or anything. Or I can just set it on my wife's computer. It's already off. Okay, give me a second. There, how's that? That should be better. Oh, dang it. Have you guys ever eaten grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato soup? These things are amazing. It's kind of my dinner time right now. Let's see what these buttons do. What's up, Joshua? Yep, Junkie's here too. I can't add anybody to this, can I? When I'm doing it on my phone? I don't think I can. No, not yet. Super chat will be coming in, give me about a week or so. I just enabled the monetization, but they have to approve it first. So super chat won't be here just yet. Give it a week or so. Maybe next week I'll be able to do a super chat. Gotcha. Yeah, no, you're probably right. You're probably right, Justin. I'm on the cheap side of things, guys. I don't even have internet. All I have is my phone, and I just use the hotspot on everything. Thanks, Evan. Thanks. You rock, man. So, what do you guys want to hear about? What do you want to know? No, I don't have no mic plugged into the phone. I did for a second there. You told me to unplug it, though. You know what I could do? Hey, honey, can you go get my headset? Upstairs? I got an idea, guys. I'm going to put on my headset. That may be 20 times better. Okay, give me a second. Did you find it, honey? My wife's going to grab my headset for me. Because if I can turn that on, then the audio will probably be way better. Let's see, does this work? Is that better for you guys? Is that any better? Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Well, do you have it on? Phone set up on speakerphone. Let me see if I can change. No, my phone, the speaker on the phone is broken. So I can't put it on speakerphone. I can't put it on speakerphone because the speaker is broken on it. I can't even talk on the phone unless I have my headset. The phone is toast, man. But it's the only phone that I've had for like, what, 2 years now? I'm on what I like to call free miles. I'm on free miles right now. Like, I'm trying to milk this phone out as long as I can before I buy another one. And what I want to do is, once the dump truck business gets going, I start making some money, then we're gonna start paying for internet, and we're gonna do a new phone. Yeah, I am living at the prime of life. But I wouldn't be able to fix that dump truck up if I didn't sacrifice all the stuff I've had to sacrifice, you know? You guys want to see the dump truck? Write in the chat if you want to see the dump truck. I'll show it to you guys, just a quick glimpse of it. Okay, I'll show you guys. Audio is going to be messed up for a second here, guys, while we're going outside. Okay, we're going outside. I'm gonna have to show you guys from this side probably, since it's so shiny. Oh man, that's bright. Yeah, check that out. The exhaust is back on, guys. I was able to get. I just resumed. I don't know if that did it. I don't know if I'm back on or not. This phone, man, I'm telling you, I'm just like barely surviving with this phone. Anyways, that's the other side of the dump truck. We got some stuff on there. I don't know if you guys could see that. Yep. I'm back on, guys. I figured out how to resume it. For some reason, something interrupted the connection. I got one mud flap on. I don't know if you guys can even see that. The lighting sucks. This phone sucks, man. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm going back inside. I need to finish my dinner. I'm starving. Okay, I'm back on, guys. Maybe the reason the audio was all messed up is because I was setting it on the bottom. Thank you. It's getting there, man. It's getting there. Let's see if I try this. I'm gonna try this. What's up, Evan? I'm gonna try setting this right there. Is the audio still messed up? Or is it better? Is it any better? Can't tell if it's any better. I can't hear myself. Hopefully it's working better this time. Dang, man, that's a lot of money for a new engine. 19,000. You know how much an 8V92 costs? Like, I was looking at them the other day. You can buy a refurbished one for like $7,000 or less. Actually, like six. I think I seen one for 6,000. Is that crazy? I just reorganized my garage. We got so much more space out there. Dang. Like, what caused it to blow like that? Man, that's expensive, man. Wrist pin keeper came off. The junkie was saying he had to replace 2 engines within like a matter of a few months or something like that. I think is what he said one time. Man, that is so expensive. Oh, really? So do you need like a special tool for that or something to take the sleeves out? I was told you need a special tool. And is there any way you could make that tool? I can make the tool. Awesome. Okay. Do you know what it's called? Yeah. A second mortgage. Yeah. That's one for the older big kid. You can use a bar across the ports in the sleeve. Like just take like a tube, put it in there, and just tap it out or something. A liner puller. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. How do you know when it needs new liners? Like, how do you know? Like, how can you tell? Oh, if it has a lot of blow by? Well, shoot. I may be in the market for one of those. Actually, I don't think my truck has a lot of blow by. Miss with a wet stack. Blow by. What's a wet stack? I know my motor has these two hoses. They're about like this big around. They come down off the side and they drip oil, but not a lot of. There's not a lot of air. Like air doesn't come out of those. It just drips oil a little bit. Oh, fuel in the exhaust. Gotcha. Um, like, does that change the color of the exhaust, like to white or something, or like if you like take your finger and you know feel it and there's fuel on it. Is that what you mean? Lower seals. So I should replace my blower seals. How hard of a job is that? Oh, okay. Couple hundred in parts. Yeah, it when I first started up, like I could even show you guys really. I just started up, there's white smoke for about, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds and then it goes away. Um but like if I'm climbing a hill, like and I'm really on it, it smokes a little bit of black, you know. But once it's warmed up, it doesn't really smoke that much. So I don't know if that's something that needs to be addressed like now or if I can address it later. Um, Getting a Snap-on box. That's a good question. That is a really good question. I would love to get a Snap-on box, but the thing is they are very expensive. Very expensive. Um, and like I've kind of told you guys a little bit about my goals. Like my first goal is I kind of want to we want to build a house in a shop. Like cuz we've been living in this duplex for 2 years and we want to move out and sell it. That's kind of what we want to do. We kind of want to sell it or just move out at least. And so if we can build like a cheap, 20 to 30 thousand dollar shop, that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to be our price range, 30 to 50, kind of. I don't want to spend more than that. We'll build, basically a pole barn and then I'll pour a cement slab in it, and wire it for all my toys and stuff. Then once we build the house, then I'm thinking another truck, and then we'll focus on like getting all the cool tools, snap on or whatever, But for now, it's going to be me and the general. Me and the general from now on. Like, it's like before I bought the dump truck, like a few months before, um, for my toolboxes, I was using old filing cabinets, right? Filing cabinets, and I had a few like small metal toolboxes, like basically like that big, like something you would find at Harbor Freight, basically. And you know, that's basically what I use for a toolbox forever. How much did that cost for that 9,000 square foot shop? And all we when we moved here, my one of the like two of the filing cabinets tipped over and they all the stuff fell out and I was so pissed like because I couldn't get the filing cabinets back in. I want to build I want to kind of do that. I'll build an apartment above the shop or something so we can move into that and then sell the duplex. That's kind of what my thought process is. But um, with the filing cabinets they fell out. I couldn't get them back in, and I was just so ticked. I couldn't organize the stuff how I wanted to organize it. So I said, you know what? Let's just make up and pay some money for a toolbox. Like I bought this one. It was like the biggest one Harbor Freight sells, I think. And like I bought it, and my grandpa was like, "Oh, that's such a nice toolbox and everything." And then like a few months later, he came up to me. He's like, "Brian, I just found out how much you spent on that thing. Holy cow! Like, how did you spend that much money on a toolbox?" But that's nothing, Grandpa, compared to what some people pay. Air compressors, welders, three-phase power, front doors, yeah. Kind of my idea is we'll live out of the shop for like a half a year until we sell the duplex, and then we'll take the equity from the duplex and then build the house. That way I don't have to have any payments. My goal is to not do really any payments ever. A shop apartment would be so cool. But the hard part is, selling that idea to the wife, and then the kids, and then the family. Selling that idea to everybody is so hard. Yeah, you got lucky, man. Man, that was good. Grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. Yeah, so I want to build the shop, which, a lot of people say don't build the shop, buy trucks first. Because the trucks are what makes you money. And, that is obviously true, you know. But wrenching in the rain kind of sucks. I've actually been getting used to it though. So maybe we will buy another truck first. I don't know. My wife is gonna, check out Andrew Camarata. I'll have to check that out. I'll go back and check that out. Just kind of selling the wife on the whole thing is tough. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Obama. That Obamacare is really screwing me over. Because, I work full time driving tanker trucks right now, and I pay $1,000 a month for health insurance. $1,000 a month, guys, and they pay me full 100%, but I have to pay for my wife and my two kids, and that's $1,000 a month. That's ridiculous. Before the whole Obamacare thing, I wouldn't have had insurance. My wife wouldn't have insurance. So it would have, been insurance for our kids. So, 400, $500, no big deal. Now I'm paying $1,000 a month, just for health insurance that I never use. Yeah. Yeah, insurance freaking, it's just insane. Insane how much it has gone up. It's basically, they come in, they make it mandatory, and then since it's mandatory, everybody says, okay, let's all raise our rates. Since it's mandatory, they have to pay for it. So let's just raise all the prices. That's basically what happened. Which is, it's a scam. It's a scam. But I don't really want to talk about that kind of stuff because I'm gonna sound like I'm complaining. I'm here to talk about 1,000 subscribers, guys. You guys made it possible, and I just want to say thank you so much. Yes, I think I'm gonna haul asphalt. I think I want to haul dirt and rock and concrete and everything. Yeah, but the shop that I want to build, like, I don't really need anything fancy. I don't really need anything fancy. I just want something where I can work on it undercover. Thanks, Casey. Thanks. Yeah, asphalt is money. Yeah. See, here's the thing I ran into though. Cause sorry about that. I was talking to a guy who's in the area. He said the problem with running asphalt is if you run asphalt, okay, you run asphalt. If you run dirt, you run dirt. You can't run both because the guys that run asphalt run asphalt. The guys that run dirt. You know, and they kind of don't like guys that move back and forth. I was also told you could run asphalt during the night and run dirt during the day, but they kind of said basically, you know, the way it is over here in Washington is you got to kind of choose one or the other, or you got to have multiple trucks. Yeah, dude. Casey, the best advice I can give you right now is work as many hours as you can, and then you know, pay cash for everything. Don't go into debt. Debt, you become a slave if you go into debt. You know, don't go into debt, man. Debt is what ends companies a lot of time. What happens is they hit a downturn or something, and then they got payments, and then they're over leveraged. They can't catch up. Yeah, see, dude, you can't work 40 hours a week and own your own business. Yeah. Well, kind of what I mean by that is like if you're on a dirt job or you're with the dirt guys, and then you get an asphalt job, and the dirt guys call you up, and you're like, "Hey, man, we need you over here," and you're like, "Oh, I'm doing asphalt." Then they're gonna be like, "Oh, I see how it is," you know, that type of thing. I'm thinking that's what it's gonna be like. I'm thinking, you know, that's kind of what the whole thing is. But 40 hours a week, dude, owning your own business, that's impossible, dude. Impossible. Like my wife's right here. She can contest. She can tell you guys um, when you are trying to start a business, you are 100 hours plus per week. Like, right? Yeah. Yeah. 100 hours plus per week. Like, I work 12, 13 hours, and then I almost thought about running two drugs. Yeah. For some reason, the messages disappear on me before I can read them all the way. Okay, I almost thought about buying a cheap truck and getting a trailer too. Oh yeah, see, you don't get to pay overtime. That sucks. Well, I'll tell you what. That allows you to do one thing. Allows you to do your 8 hours and then go home, and then you got another 8 hours per day you get to work on your truck. You know. Yeah, it's so many hours. Like, and I bought a piece of junk truck. Like, I bought the cheapest truck on Craigslist. That's what I bought. We bought the cheapest truck. I couldn't even call it a truck when we bought it. It was a pile of junk when we bought it. It was not a truck. Right, honey? Like, I'm surprised I even made it home. Yeah, I got an air compressor. It's a cheap one from Tractor Supply Store. So like 30 gallon. I think it's a 30 gallon. Um, and I got a 1 inch air hose on it, which allows me to do everything barely. Like I could take like 3 lug nuts off the semi before I have to let it charge back up. What? Yeah. Yeah, starting your own business, man. It's awesome, but you gotta be dedicated. I got a Ingersoll, uh, the medium size one. I think that's like a 3/8 drive. And then I got a Harbor Freight one that's like an inch. It's a big inch drive. Those are the two I got right now. The small Ingersoll one will not take lug nuts off. It will not. The inch drive one, it'll take them off and put them on, and it does everything pretty much. But you got to let it, the air supply, it just depletes the air tank so fast. Yeah, I really need to get a bigger air compressor. That's one of the first things we're gonna buy is a bigger air compressor, probably. Oh, honey. Yeah, no, I got the 1 inch one from Harbor Freight. My grandpa bought it, and he bought it for his camper. But then he's like, he has like this air compressor that's like this big, right? And it's like a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 gallon tank. It's like so small. And he was trying to use it on that. And I said, Grandpa, that does not move the air volume you need to operate it. And he's like, Yeah, I know, but it works. I'm like, No, it doesn't work. You're wasting your time. Like, you'd be better off with a breaker bar, you know? And then he gave it to me for like my birthday or something. Yeah, no. As you can see, my hair is starting to recede too, right up here. The business is actually I lied. The business didn't do this to me. This is the kids. This receding hairline, that's the kids and the wife. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. No, I didn't do it to myself. I didn't pull that hair out. Yeah. No, my wife is the most supportive woman in the world, and I couldn't do half the stuff I do without her support. Like she's the one that really keeps me going. You know, her and the kids. You know, and my dog Mason. Yeah, go straight to the 80 gallon. Yeah. No, I'm gonna get the biggest air compressor they sell, like, and a storage tank. Your grandma bought you a R model Mac in '86. Dude, those R model Macs are pretty cool looking. Like, I will, dude, you stinky dog, Mason, get out of here. Oh, dude, my freaking dog has the stinkiest dog farts in the world. Sorry, guys. Like, you cannot smell this, but just imagine, like, rotting fish. No, don't look at me like you're innocent. Yeah, oh man. His dog farts are so bad. Yeah. But, dude, no. There's a lot of Macs running around here. Like, I would say, like, 70% to 80% of dump trucks in Washington, like over where I live, are Mac. like the two biggest companies, like two of the biggest companies, Corliss and Miles, all they have is Max. But Lakeside has lots of Peterbilts and yeah, Max. I've heard they're pretty reliable. They're pretty good off road. Yeah, there's tons of logging. That would be another good business to kind of go into in Washington, except for the fact there are so many liberals moving into Washington State. Yeah, the exhaust is bad. Yeah. Well, don't do banker, man. You save up the money and pay for it yourself. That's what I did, man. Save up the money and pay for it yourself, man. The only debt we have is our mortgage, and that is soon to be gone. We are getting away from any debt if we can. Hey, later, Evan. Thanks for joining us, man, and we'll get that super chat on here pretty soon. We'll get that super chat hooked up. Take care, man. That's another reason why I bought an old truck, is so I wouldn't have to deal with the DEF stuff, because that is way above my. You should look up Dave Ramsey, dude. Casey, Dave Ramsey he knows what he's talking about. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of log trucks here. The thing about logging is yeah, look him up on YouTube. Dave Ramsey, dude. He also has a radio channel. We've been on Dave Ramsey for, I want to say, year and a half now. Probably a year and a half. And, like, we did a complete U-turn. We did a complete U-turn financially. I even have a video about why we follow Dave Ramsey. Check that video out, and you'll see. I'll explain a little bit about it. Check that video out. That's a good video. It's a little on the long side, but it's a good video. Very informative. It tells you about our experience with, following Dave Ramsey's plan and all that stuff. But yeah, debt. Man, debt can really cripple a person, It can. It makes you a slave, is basically what it does. It makes you a slave. I know everybody in the United States is like, oh, you gotta have credit, you gotta have this and that, and no, you don't really. Not if you have cash. Not if you have cash. Like the Capital One, what's in your wallet? Cash. That's what's in my wallet, cash. Oh, man. Yeah, we do $25 a week, man, on groceries. Somebody actually, I don't know if you caught this video, somebody actually sent us $200 on PayPal to beef up our food budget for a while there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna spend an extra $10 a month or $10 a week on groceries. That was super cool of them. Yeah. Yeah, see, the government, they can do whatever they want, man. They can delete everything. 180 a week.
Yeah, no, I hear you, dude. We see what kind of changed our. I can't get into it. Can I? Basically, I did a video on it. I was rambling. The title of the video is rambling. Um, but basically, there was one month we had no money left over, like when it was payday, and I'm like, where did all of our money go? And I was looking at the bank statement, and we just added up all the food, and it came out to like $600 that month. And I'm like, whoa, how did we spend that much money on food? You know, and then I'm like, okay, let's do half that, because $600 on food. We can do half that. So we cut it down to 300, and we had money left over, and I'm like, okay, let's see if we can do 150, right? And then what we did is we used 100, which is 25 a week, and then $50 for like dog food, baby wipes and diapers and stuff. And believe it or not, we make it to the end of the month, you know, on about $150, per month. There are a few months we go a few dollars over, like $5 over. Sometimes we do, sometimes we're under. Yes, we pretty much do eat the same thing every single week. Yes, but we switch it up though. We switch it up. Like, I'll take you for a quick little spin around our kitchen. Excuse the mess though, guys. Excuse the mess. I'll show you what we got. Okay, so in here, this is like our little pantry thing. We got mac and cheese, tons of these mac and cheese, because these are cheap. And then we got some pastaroni, right? Which is, pasta and stuff. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, obviously. We got some top ramen right here. Yeah, we should get a snap in a week. Except for I make too much money, dude. And then we got some canned stuff. This stuff is super cheap too. 50 cents for a can of soup. And then right here we got our big bag of eggs right here. This is I think we got this from Winco. Whoa. No, dude, you gotta go to like Winco or Costco. Normally they're like $1, right? But this is like the super, super cheap ones. Like super cheap. And we got beans. Beans too. This stuff lasts forever. Potatoes too. We do a garden normally. We do a garden. So that's another thing that helps us through the summer. Like, because we'll have tomatoes. What's up, J-Bo? We're talking about my 25 cents a week. I'm not going to tell you we eat dog food, because we don't. But if we ate dog food, dude, we could cut our budget down to $10 a month. I'm just kidding. We would never eat that. Let's see. In the fridge, we got some. We buy these bags right here of veggies. These are like 98 cents frozen veggies, right? We got the bread in there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, hot dogs are awesome. Hot dogs are so cheap. I agree. And then what we do is we buy these eggs right here, and they last us a long time. We eat a lot of eggs, milk, and you can see our fridge is kind of empty. It's kind of empty, guys. Nothing in there. We got ketchup, all the staples, pretty much butter. Basically, what it does is it forces us to make our food. We also do. Let's see, we got oil, obviously, pancakes.
waffles. We do that. We make, just a ton of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we make like the only way to stay cheap on food is like you buy like the raw ingredients and then you make it. Like, and what do I pack for work? Okay, dude. My wife normally cooks my lunch, and what she normally does is I get one top ramen, right? One top ramen, right? One of these, and I get like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Leftovers. We'll do leftovers. Sometimes she makes cookies. These are the bomb. Leftover pie. She makes pies all the time because she sells pies. And sometimes she'll have, a surplus of ingredients. No, dude, everything is so expensive. Dude, ramen is good for you, man. You just have to know how to eat it. You gotta add vegetables to it, man. When you add vegetables to it, like, it becomes so healthy for you. I love Top Ramen, dude. I should be the poster boy for Top Ramen. Like, I bet I could make them some money. They could make me some money. On your bus. Hey, J-Bo, this is the only t-shirt I have. This is the only one. I watched this one over and over again, dude. In another 2 weeks or so, it'll be all faded, dude. Yeah, I only have one t-shirt. I have 4 dress shirts, right? Heck yeah, dude. You just gotta send me the money on PayPal, and send me your size and your address, and I'll send one to you. Hey, later, Jay. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for saying hi. And eat some of that top ramen, dude. It's good for you. Man, these cookies are amazing. Oh, it's super easy, dude. You just go on to PayPal, and then you click on send money to friend or something like that, and then if you go on my YouTube videos, it'll say my email. Just type in my email. Dude, there's so many ways to eat top ramen. It's not even funny, man. Like, you can cook it in the microwave. You can cook it on a stove. You can add eggs to it. You can add veggies. You can add meat to it. You can put it in a salad. There's tons of ways. You can eat it dry. I don't recommend eating it dry, but you can eat it dry. Hey, man, thanks for watching, dude. Thanks for watching. Dude, it's good for you, dude. People say it's bad for you. Those people are the people that are spending hundreds of dollars on organic food, and they look the same as I do. They're spending hundreds of dollars on food because the media tricked them into thinking that they needed that stuff. It ain't bad for you, man. There's no proof. Look at me. I look fine, don't I? And I eat top ramen every single day. Just about every day.
I, Mason? He's a doggy boy. He's tough ramen every day. My dog's over here. He's a good doggy. Hey, up, up. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey, say hi to the buddies. Shrimp ramen, salad, bubba gum. Yep, that's funny. You want my cookie? Yeah? No, I'm not sharing with you. My dog Mason. Say hi, Mason. Can you say hi? This is a guy that protects my kids, protects my house, protects my wife when I'm not home. Come on, buddy. Yeah, you can also add some oil to that. My grandma adds some oil to it. She said it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You like being on nationwide YouTube? Yeah. You're not camera shy, are you? No. This is my doggy. We've had him for a long time now. Amazing. 6 years almost. Yeah, I do. I got a Facebook. Just it's the same as my YouTube, Brian VANDUYN. There's a picture of my dump truck as the icon, the orange one. Yep, I'm on Facebook. Not as much as I am on YouTube. I think I'm on YouTube a little more because I really enjoy YouTube. All right, I'll look for you. I'll look for you. Man, my dog needs a bath. You need a bath, huh, Mason? You want a bath? Yeah. Keep wagging your tail like that until I turn the water on. Yeah. You should do a live stream, dude. Live streams are pretty cool. Um, like I only get like 10 people watching my live stream at a time, but it's still cool to like interact with, actual humans that watch my videos, and can ask me direct questions. I think that's pretty cool. Because I think of you guys as friends, pretty much. Because you guys are more interested in the things that I'm doing compared to like my friends like on Facebook, like that I grew up with. They like the stuff I'm doing, but like they don't really want to know about my dump truck. They're like, oh yeah, cool. But when I start getting into details about it, they just drift off into outer space. But you know, you guys are more interested in the things I'm interested in. That's why it's easier to click with people on YouTube. At least that's what I think. That's how I think, at least. You know. Plus, I met some really cool people, generous people out there that have helped me out a lot. With this whole journey that we're on. Of starting a business and doing all that jazz. Well, you guys, it's getting kind of late. I should probably get going. It's been on there for a while. What? Why wouldn't it? I think mine's public. I'm pretty sure it's public. Really? That's weird. Alright guys, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, and thank you guys for subbing and making this 1,000 subscribers. That is freaking awesome, and I'm so thankful you guys helped me out to get to 1,000. You guys rock.
and I'll catch you on the next one.